Hi everybody, this is Aaron Teach Love Lose Martin, and this is actually my second video. First one I was actually almost finished, and a student walked in and I needed to help him. So it's good to be back. It's been about 2 weeks since my last video, and I wanted to give you an update on kind of what's going on. So the last 2 weeks, or 2 weeks ago, was my 100th pound loss. And right now I'm currently at 107 pounds lost. Amazing. I mean, I can't even react to it right now because how do you react to that? You've been heavy, you lost weight, you gained weight, you do the yo-yo thing, and now it's like I have a real opportunity to lose the weight and keep it off for the rest of my life. And I mean, I don't know how to react to that. I'm super excited. Excited is not the word. Humbled. Humbled is probably a good word. I'm humbled right now at what can happen in a lifetime, you know, or just the ups and downs that you play every single day. First, 107 pounds lost, and it's amazing. Talk about clothes for a little bit. I wore this shirt on my wedding day about 5 years ago, and it's a little tight around the middle, but you know, it's better than having the really baggy clothes that I'm used to wearing. Another thing I wanted to talk about is it's kind of a positive, it's kind of a negative. I got to experience sitting in my kayak for the first time. Now, it can hold my body, and I could go kayaking if I really wanted to right now, but I still feel a little bit top heavy in it, so I don't want to risk getting out on the water and then going, you know, bloop, because I'm a little too top heavy. The kayak is kind of snug right now, and I want it to be a little bit more loose before I go rocking down the river. Because like I told y'all, it's not about the weight, it's about getting out there, moving, enjoying life, and just living life, not being a prisoner to my own body. Because when I was really overweight at 415 pounds, it was like I could barely put on my socks, literally could barely put on my socks. And because I couldn't reach, I had such a big belly, I couldn't reach. And it was like embarrassing, you know, having your wife having to put on your socks and stuff like that. It's like, ugh. Anyways. We won't go into the negative because we're moving forward, and I'm trying to stay positive with all the new things that are coming. I can put on my socks. It is very easy now to put on my socks. Good positive moment on that. Another thing that's a little downer is, if you can't tell, well, you can't tell unless people know, but my hair is thinning. Not that I'm like pulling out chunks of hair. You know, a lot of females have that because I think their hair is longer and they can see when it's falling out. But I am actually losing hair. Not on my face, thank goodness. But no, up here, I hope I don't go bald. I mean, it is what it is, though. I'd much rather be bald and, you know, feel good about myself. And who cares, you know? Skin. Let's talk about skin real quick. Just to be real, I have loose skin. It's and I'm gonna have loose skin. But would I trade loose skin for weight? I mean, you know what I mean? I would not want to be heavy again. That is horrible. Loose skin, I'll go flapping in the wind. It doesn't matter. I mean, skydiving will just be more interesting. Other than that, let's talk about walking. Went walking on the track the other day. Now, at my heaviest, I could not walk 100 feet without seriously being like, like being out of breath, and I would feel pain and all. You know, it's just sympathy for people who are bigger, people who haven't been bigger. Y'all just don't understand. I'm sorry, you don't understand. Being big, it's like one of those catch-22s. You want to exercise, but yet you don't have the energy to exercise. And when you do get the energy to exercise, you go and exercise, and then you feel nothing but horrible pain. And it's like, oh yeah, I really want to, you know, put myself through that again because that felt wonderful. No, it's a vicious cycle. Believe me, bigger people out there. I mean, I'm still a big guy. I understand, and it is a challenge. And all I can say to you is keep going and keep trying. It will get better and it will get easier, but that first initial part just is horrible. And I'm with you, and I understand, and I have sympathy for you because I have been there. But I will tell you that we went walking the other day, and not 100 feet, not 200 feet. We walked 3 laps, almost 3/4 of a mile, and I wasn't even winded. I was not. I kid you not. I was not even winded, and never once was huffing and puffing. And I got to run for really the first time with my daughter, who is now 4. I missed out on 4 years of running with her. And I got to jog. Well, I wasn't running. I was jogging. But I look next to her, and as she's running, she's looking up at me. It was like one of those slow motion moments that you see on TV. It was like a father-daughter connection happening where it just took parenting from enjoyable to extremely enjoyable. To see her looking at me, I don't know if she was like proud or happy, or it just, I've never seen that kind of emotion being portrayed while we're just running. And it was like, it was awesome. I mean, I don't even know what to say. To be able to sit down with my kids on the carpet, in the living room, and have them jump all over you, and you're not worried about, is my shirt, coming up, or, am I flashing the world, or am I too big? If they jump on my back, can I, carry them on my back, or huffing and puffing, am I going to squish them, roll over on? Do you hear what I'm saying? It's not about the number that I'm losing. Yeah, 107 pounds, great, wonderful. But if I, lost 107 pounds and still feel like crap, the surgery is not worth it. It's not. Because it's not about the number. It's about how I feel. It's not even how I look. I mean, I am who I am. If you don't like me because I have some saggy skin, or you don't like me because I'm a bigger guy, well, I mean, that's not my issue. I mean, that's your issue that you need to work through. And it's about how I feel on the inside, and if I'm able to have a good quality of life for me, and to be able to provide that for my kids and my wife. Nothing else matters. I mean, it really doesn't. Another thing is, let's say I made a little list over here. I said, food, too much work. There's something that's interesting that's going on with food. So, for example, let's back it up. I wrote another point that said, find something to replace. Food used to be my best friend. So whenever I was happy, I would go to food. Whenever I was sad, I would go to food. Scared, almost any type of emotion, I would go to food for the comfort. If I was going to meet friends, guess what we would do? We would go out and we'd eat. We'd eat some appetizers and enjoy it. But food, you get the common theme there. It's always with food. Thanksgiving, family affairs, food. So it was my friend. It was my comforter. It is what I emotionally went to for understanding life and so a whole bunch of things. You get my point. Well, now it's not my best friend. Now it's not really my enemy, but I'm eating to live now, because food's just different. So, I need to find something to replace that habit, and I haven't found it yet. So it's been coming out as negative and anger towards the people that I love, because I'm frustrated, because I don't have an outlet, which is 100% my fault, not anybody else's fault. It's just, I'm an addictive personality type of person, so I need to find something to replace that. And that's going to be a journey that I'm needing to find afterwards. I said food, too much work. A lot of times, I'll make these great meals for my wife, and by the time I'm finished, it's like I look at it and I'm like, man, that looks pretty good. I just don't want to eat it. Some foods that I eat are just like chores to eat. It's like 30 bites. Is it worth eating? Is it worth my energy to put through that? I mean, that's weird. That is weird. But, you got to make sure you get your protein in, everybody who is trying to do this. Lastly, I just want to give encouragement to people that are out there, to know that if this is surgery that you would like to do, whether it be the 3, gastric bypass, the gastric sleeve, or the lap band, that's your decision. It's nobody else's decision but your own. If you want to take the risk of life or death, because it is life or death, you could die on the table. But if that's worth it to you, then only you can make that choice. Nobody else can rule your life for you. Other than that, I just want to give encouragement and love out to everybody who is watching my videos, and encourage them that if you want to do a goal, set it and go for it. Don't worry about the time, because the time is already going to pass anyways. If it's going to take a long time, time's going to pass anyways. You might as well have a goal to go for. And for the people out there who are succeeding and rocking it right now, we're not all there yet. Please give encouragement to your fellow people out there, because it is a hard journey, whether to lose weight, quit smoking, do whatever you want to do. I'm Aaron, Teach, Love, Lose Martin. I love y'all, and look forward to making another video in about 2 weeks. So y'all take care and be safe.